Unfortunately, there is some very sad SummerSlam news, including WWE has made a sad decision about Roman possibly returning at SummerSlam, as his return status has been revealed. And Paul Heyman has made a very upsetting announcement about his future in WWE. We'll have all of this and more in today's video. Tragically, Roman Reigns has lost another family member. He already had to deal with the loss of his father just a few weeks ago, and now another family member has passed away. This family member was laid to rest on July 27th, and most likely Roman is helping his family get through another tragic loss. And could it possibly have something to do with this new updated return status for Roman Reigns at SummerSlam? We'll get to more on that in just a moment. WWE has been building up SummerSlam to be the next WrestleMania. They've already announced that SummerSlam in future years will become a 2-night event just like WrestleMania. However, unlike WrestleMania, SummerSlam is not sold out. According to WrestleTix, as of right now, they have sold 50,324 tickets. There are 5,759 tickets remaining, not a sellout. It is possible that there will be a lot of walk-ups and they could sell out that night. It is possible, and there are banners for SummerSlam outside the stadium. It shows Gunther versus Damian Priest, but very interestingly, it only shows Cody Rhodes, no Solo. They're showing Damian Priest and Gunther, but they're not showing Solo versus Cody, only Cody. Very interesting, very strange. Could this be a clue about who is going to win the SummerSlam match between Solo and Cody? But also, could it be a major clue as to whether Roman Reigns will show up? Well, we have now learned whether or not Roman will return at SummerSlam, and many fans will be upset by this news. And Paul Heyman has made a very upsetting announcement. Let's get into all of this right now. And speaking of Solo, look at this. If you want to tweet about SummerSlam and you put in hashtag SummerSlam on Twitter, look at the emoji that shows up next to it, Solo Sikoa. Could that be another clue about what we are going to see at the pay-per-view? Very interesting that they did not put Cody, they did not put Roman, they put Solo. Obviously, we will find out at the pay-per-view. So how long will SummerSlam be? Right now, the estimated length of the pay-per-view will be about 4 hours. But some are saying it could even go up to 5 hours or 4.5 hours. This is going to be a long pay-per-view. And then the official pre-show is 3 hours long. And then obviously there's going to be a press conference, which will be at least an hour. So some are saying this is just too much WWE. 8 to 9 hours is just too much. Others are saying this is great. I can watch WWE all day and all night long. And as we head into SummerSlam, Paul Heyman, who was taken out by the Bloodline and he was sent to the hospital with severe injuries, has broken his silence for the very first time on social media since being attacked. Paul Heyman, who either couldn't tweet because he was in the hospital or had such severe injuries that he couldn't, he did tweet. So for the first time since going to the hospital, Paul Heyman said the following on Twitter. He responded to a tweet to him where the fan said, "You're amazing, Paul. You are the GOAT." Paul Heyman said the following, "Thank you. Much love and respect." But it seems that Paul Heyman is going to go even further, as now that he has broken his silence on social media, he's about to break his silence in WWE, and it will be at SummerSlam. Paul Heyman is scheduled to return at the pay-per-view, but it will be a very sad return Because he was severely injured in the attack by the Bloodline, he will most likely be barely able to move. What the Bloodline did was so heinous that he will have to make a shocking announcement, and that is that he is retiring from WWE due to the attack. There is just no way he can continue in the company, and he will say one last goodbye at SummerSlam. Now, what about Roman Reigns? We know his friend Paul Heyman is returning, but is Roman returning at SummerSlam? We now have the official answer from WWE. Unfortunately, WWE has shared some very sad news about Roman's possible return at SummerSlam. Many are now saying that WWE is going to try and create another fan frenzy, much like when The Rock replaced Cody for WrestleMania 40 against Roman. This time, they're going to have Roman not show up at SummerSlam, disappointing fans. But why would they do this? Why would they want to anger and upset their fans who have been waiting for Roman, chanting, "We want Roman"? It's because they believe that they can recreate the viral sensation that The Rock replacing Cody created. And they can get another viral sensation and make WWE even more popular and make people clamor for Roman's return even more. Obviously, we know that Heyman is supposed to return, but will announce his retirement. But the wrestlers who will be returning in Roman's place will be Kevin Owens and Randy Orton. We got to remember that both of them were taken out by the Bloodline in recent weeks. Randy Orton was powerbombed through the announcer's desk, and Kevin Owens had a chair wrapped around his head as the Bloodline attacked him and sent him to the hospital. So if WWE decides to go in this direction, yes, there will be upset fans. Will Roman be upset? Probably. He probably wants to return, especially at SummerSlam, because right now, if Roman doesn't return at SummerSlam, then he's scheduled to return at the Bad Blood pay-per-view, which will be on October 5th of this year. So fans will possibly have to wait about 2 more months for Roman to possibly return, because right now it looks like it won't be at SummerSlam. And we will possibly have to wait for the Bad Blood pay-per-view in October, as his return at SummerSlam has been canceled. Who would you rather have return at SummerSlam? Roman Reigns or Kevin Owens and Randy Orton? Leave a comment and give me your opinion.